Yeah, Block Dragon just basically breaks this deck. Greetings and salutations, everyone. This is No Code Gaming, and I'd like to welcome you back to another Master Duel video. In this video, we will be going over... Oh god, I feel like bandwagoning. We will be going over Adamancipators. So, as you have seen with the recent release of Barrone De Fleur, that Adamancipator will likely rise up in usage in Ranked. It is no longer the sleeper of Tier 1/Tier 0.5. So, what makes Adamancipator so good is basically Block Dragon. What Block Dragon allows you to do is you're able to special summon it from your hand or graveyard by banishing any 3 Earth monsters from hand or graveyard. Yeah, and as you can see in this deck, literally everything is a Earth monster in the main deck. But its additional effect is, when it is sent from field to the graveyard, once per turn you can add up to 3 rock monsters from your deck to your hand. This is limited by the fact that the monsters chosen have to add up to a total level of 8. So you can get 2 level 2s and a level 4, or 2 level 4s based on this deck. You cannot get another Black Dragon, however. And this is a hard once per turn on the search effect. However, you can continuously bring it back from the graveyard. This is particularly potent because it is a level 8 and you have quite a few level 2 tuners, and that can allow you to go straight into Barrone De Fleur. This is the Sekka's Light version, where you play Sekka's Light, which allows you to draw 2. However, that locks you out from using any other spell or trap cards, so we include a tech in the deck to remove back row in the form of Tackle Crusader and Gigantes. Gigantes is a card that allows you to special summon it from hand, and if Gigantes is destroyed in battle, you can do this yourself by crashing it into a bigger monster. You can destroy all back row, but that doesn't really affect you. It'll only affect you if you have Borreload Savage, so be careful using that. The other card is Tackle Crusader. Tackle Crusader's effect activates when it's sent to the GY, so this can be from hand to grave or field to grave. And it is able to bounce back a single spell or trap, or flip a face-up monster face down. So if you have a skill drain on the field, use Tackle Crusader to bounce it back. The rest of this deck is just rocks, as well as a small Prank Kids package. The Prank Kids are just here to try and generate value to try and get Gallant Granite on the field, as well as fill your graveyard with link monsters that you can attach to a Borreload Savage Dragon. Now, the combos for this deck is generally just play a Prank Kids, go through the combo of going to Meow-Meow. When Meow-Meow's on the field, you can likely bring out another Roxy or a Dropsy, and then link 2 into a Dodo-Doodle-Doo. Dodo-Doodle-Doo. From there, you generally want to go Roxy into Meow-Meow into a Dropsy, link 2 into a Doodle-Doo, and then get your Roxy. This will allow you to fill your graveyard with 2 Earth monsters to feed Gigantes and Block Dragon, as well as put a water monster in your graveyard to fuel Dragite. Additionally, with Roxy on the field, if you have a Adamancipator Researcher in hand, you can special summon it. As for the Adamancipator package itself, each Adamancipator has the ability to be special summoned from hand, fulfilling certain conditions. In the case of Seeker, if you have another Adamancipator monster on the field that's not a Seeker, you can special summon it. If you have a rock monster, you can special summon a Researcher. And if you have no monsters, but your opponent has monsters, you can special summon an Analyzer. Each of the main deck Adamancipator monsters, except for the Crystal I'm running, has the ability to excavate the top 5 cards of your graveyard and special summon a level 4 or lower non-tuner rock monster. This will hit a majority of your deck except for your Gigantes. And from there, you would go about your combo plays. Generally, your goal is to, on turn 1, have a Appaloosa, a Borreload at least. However, most of the time you'll be able to go into an Appaloosa, a Borreload, an IP Mask, and a Block Dragon as your finishing turn 1. It is that disgusting of a deck when it comes to comboing. Luckily, this deck is able to play through some hand traps, as if your opponent Nibiru's you, it's a rock monster, you can actually use it as material for some of your other stuff, and I find that hilarious. Other than that, the main deck is filled with other support. Maxx and Ash Blossom as well as Nibiru are your hand traps for going second. Dragon Buster Destruction Sword is here as the extra deck lock combo with Borreload Savage and Union Carrier. If you don't know what that is, if you have Union Carrier and Borreload on the field, you can activate Union Carrier, target your Borreload, and then you're able to attach the Dragon Buster Destruction Sword from hand or deck. And basically, as long as Destruction Sword is equipped to a monster, your opponent cannot use the extra deck. Let's see here. The other cards are Kao'ki, Meiru, Gaurdian. This is here if you're not able to get an Appaloosa as your 5th to negate a Nibiru, as Gaurdian allows you to negate a monster effect activation and then destroy that monster. Supplier is here as a extender, as it is allowed to be special summoned from hand if a rock monster on your side of the field is sent to the GY. This includes using that rock monster as link material or as synchro material. And that's basically the deck itself. You're just using the card advantage generated from Adamancipators, Block Dragons, and Prank Kids to generate a very, very hard to break board. And all the other cards, in the case of Kao'ki, Meiru, Tackle Crusader, is just there to help protect your board. Now for the extra deck itself. So we have about 5 synchros, 1 XC, and everything else is a link monster. For synchro monsters, we have Herald of Arclight. It's just here as if you're not able to go off too hard on your first turn. It's a good card to end on as it prevents a lot of turn 2 plays. Raptite is here as a sort of extender slash called by the grave effect, because Raptite, it has the Adamancipator effect of excavating the top 5 cards of your deck, and you're able to special summon any rock monster that you revealed. There's no level restriction or the non-tuner restriction that you've seen in the main deck Adamancipator monsters. Additionally, it has the effect if you have a wind monster in your GY, it has the quick effect. You can target a card in your opponent's GY and banish it. This is particularly powerful against cards like Eldritch. However, it does not negate the activation of effects from Graveyard like Called by the Grave. As for wind monsters, if you're wondering what wind monsters we have 4 wind monsters: Appaloosa, Barrone, Prank Kids, Dodo-Doodle-Doo, and Mecha Phantom Beast O-Lion. Borreload Savage Dragon is your Omni Negate. It allows you to, on Synchro Summon, select a Link monster from your GY and equip it to this monster. Borreload Savage Dragon will get Borreload counters depending on the Link rating of the monster you equip to it. And then once per turn, you can remove a Borreload counter from this card and negate the activation of a effect. Dragite is a 2-fold monster. You can actually use it as your going second finisher, as Dragite's excavation effect is you reveal the top 5 cards of your deck, and then you can return cards your opponent controls up to the number of excavated rock monsters. This is non-targeting, non-destruction effects, so it gets around a lot of protection. The only protection it does not get around is the unaffected by other card effects protection. Additionally, if you have a water monster in your GY, you can negate the activation of a spell or trap card. Now for the newest card in this deck, Barrone De Fleur. What this card allows you to do is you are able to once per turn destroy any card on the field, and once per turn negate the activation of an effect. Lastly, it is able to once per turn during the standby phase, it's a level 9 or lower monster reborn, with the caveat of Barrone De Fleur is returned from your field back to the deck. Gallant Granite is here as a 4th copy of Block Dragon, as well as a 4th copy of any other rock monster that you need to search out. But 9 times out of 10, you will be using Gallant Granite's effect to search out a Block Dragon. Meow-Meow-Mu is here as an extender for the Prank Kids package. Crystron Halqifibrax is here as a searcher for one of your tuners in case you don't open with the correct level you need. Additionally, you are able to synchro summon a tuner synchro monster. However, I have none of those in the extra deck, so it's just here as an additional play for later on. Prankid's Dodo-Doodle-Doo is another extender, as this will probably go into an Appaloosa or any of your other Link 4/Link 3s. IP Masquerena is here for the on your opponent's turn Nightmare Unicorn or Underworld Goddess. What IP Mask allows you to do is, as a quick effect, you can link summon using IP Mask, as well as any other monsters on the field. Union Carrier is here for the Borreload Savage Dragon lock with Buster Destruction Sword. Nightmare Unicorn is here for non-destruction removal. Appaloosa is here for monster negates. Access Code Talker is here for field destruction, as well as one of your finishers. And Underworld Goddess of the Closed Worlds is here as a pseudo kaiju, as I've sometimes encountered decks where my opponent has a basically undestroyable card or a card that locks me out, and having Underworld Goddess just breaks that. Specifically cards akin to Ultimate Falcon that are unaffected by any kind of effect. Underworld Goddess is here to remove those cards. Underworld Goddess is also particularly powerful as it negates monster revivals from the GY. Anyways, that's it for this new main deck. I'll probably be playing for Season 4 of Master Duel. Like if you liked the video, sub if you are a sandwich, and have a great rest of your day.